Courts Ready Cash. Get a loan of up to $20,000 to help you get ready for the road. Plus, with any loan of $5,000 or more, we will pay your first installment. Also, you pay zero deposit and you get cash in hand in as little as 24 hours. There's nothing to pay for 60 days and we have the most flexible payment terms. Don't miss the vibes this carnival. Call us at 456-1325 for more information or visit www.readyfinancecaribbean.com. Conditions apply. Courts Ready Cash. Ready when you are.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, 16 locals have been employed under the port modernization project so far, according to acting project manager Lensky Douglas on WEFM's Issue at Hand program. Douglas says that though persons have been employed in human resource and accounting departments, the bulk of employment will be in construction. We hear more from Mr. Douglas.
Our contractors advise that as of now, they have already employed 16 locals. They have a HR manager, they have a accountant, right, and general persons. Most of the employment on this project will be on the construction end naturally, and construction activities are scheduled to pick up around September as work commences on the sewer line component, right? The skills are wide and varied, from engineering wise down to the handymen on site and security laborers, divers.
Project manager on the port modernization project, Lensky Douglas. Mr. Douglas also noted that employment was generated through the Lomans Bay Resettlement Project, which employed a coalition of 12 contractors and their associated teams. Over 700 scholarships are expected to be issued to candidates at varying levels of study by the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The government's tuition scholarship is currently open, and Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves is urging prospective candidates to apply in time to meet the deadline, which is Thursday, June 30th. The Prime Minister urged persons not to wait until they are accepted by an educational institution to apply for the scholarship. The Prime Minister also mentioned that there is assistance for students at all levels of the school system, from the red and orange and yellow zones, which have been dislocated or relocated. An official release from the Agency for Public Information API advised that parents and guardians can come to the office of the Prime Minister with their child's birth certificate and proof of the school that they attend. The release states that this program allows for transportation and lunch provisions for students on a monthly basis. Aid is also available for those who are attending university. Still on the local scene, Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, while discussing the financing of the acute referral hospital set to be built at Annisvale, gave the assurance to residents of Poliard that once certain technical aspects concerning the World Bank are put in place, the relocation process will commence. Gonsalves first discussed recent and upcoming meetings he has had and is expected to have concerning the new medical facility.
There's some work which was done this week and some which is being done the week just gone and this week coming up in relation to with the World Bank concerning the acute referral hospital at Annisvale. That will go to the board of the World Bank. There's some technical things still to be put in place, and the whole of that project, which includes not just the $80-something million for the acute referral hospital, but there are other components for health resilience, which would bring the number up to about $100 million. We already identify another source. The World Bank will provide about $68 million in soft loans, 45-year money, and 0.5% is fine. From the IDA window, the International Development Association window. And we have contacted and have agreed with another source from an international financing agency body, also a soft loan of $30 million for the financing gap with this whole health resilience package.
The Prime Minister then proceeded to give assurances to Poliada residents that they will be given housing accommodations that are far superior to what they currently have.
And once we get that part in place, I'm saying to the people who occupy the area popularly known as Poliad. The process of ensuring that you'll be relocated in facilities and houses superior to what you have will take place. The numbers maybe now in the 50s in terms of structures, families. Cabinet has already sought the assistance of the chief surveyor to identify lands. We may not get everybody to one place, given the nature of this business of securing proper lands.
That was the Prime Minister, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, speaking on the issue at hand the program. Government is confident that it will be able to break ground on the acute referral hospital in Annisville by January 2023. On to news in the region. 3 state-owned energy companies in the Caribbean, Guyana's Heritage Petroleum Company Limited, Pariah Fuel Trading Company Limited of Trinidad and Tobago, and Suriname's Statsoli Matsapij, on Monday signed a Memorandum of Understanding MOU establishing a framework for cooperation. Under the agreement executed on the sidelines of the Suriname Energy, Oil and Gas Summit, the parties will enter into discussions related to identifying mutually beneficial partnership opportunities under 3 broad areas: exploration and production, trading and marketing, and environmental, social, and governance. The parties initially met in November of 2021 when a high-level delegation representing Suriname and its national oil company Statsoli met with members of the leadership of Heritage and Pariah at Heritage's Port of Spain, Trinidad office. Trinidad and Tobago state-owned Caribbean Airlines CAL has cancelled or rescheduled several of its flights as the region prepares for the passage of a tropical cyclone that is moving towards the southern Windward Islands and likely to bring heavy rains and gusty winds. The Trinidad and Tobago government has also closed schools on the island as a precaution. CAL said that all its domestic flights between Trinidad and Tobago had been cancelled, and it had also cancelled its scheduled services from Kingston in Jamaica to St. Martin, Barbados, and Port of Spain, as well as the flight from Trinidad to Suriname and return. In addition, the airline said it is rescheduling its services from Trinidad to Guyana, Trinidad to Curacao, and Curacao to Port of Spain. Meanwhile, the Miami-based National Hurricane Center (NHC) said in its latest weather bulletin that the storm is located about 420 miles east of Trinidad with maximum sustained winds of 40 miles per hour. On the international scene, at least 46 people have been found dead in an abandoned truck on the outskirts of San Antonio, Texas. A fire official said 16 people, including 4 children, had also been taken to the hospital. The survivors were hot to the touch and suffering from heat stroke and heat exhaustion. San Antonio, which is 250 kilometers from the US-Mexico border, is a major transit route for people smugglers. Human traffickers often use trucks to transport undocumented migrants after meeting them in remote areas once they have managed to cross into the United States. San Antonio Mayor Ron Nirenberg said it's nothing short of a horrific human tragedy. Officials say a city worker had discovered the scene after hearing cries for help. And finally, in sports, tennis fans have reacted with shock and excitement after 7-time Grand Slam winner Venus Williams made a surprise appearance at Wimbledon on Saturday ahead of the grass court Grand Slam. Only one Williams sister was expected to compete at Wimbledon this year, with Serena set to make her long-awaited return 12 months after having to retire in the first round last year. Venus had not been expected to be at Wimbledon this year, with the 42-year-old announcing via Instagram earlier this year that she was not planning on competing at the All England Club. However, her presence at the practice courts on Saturday has got tennis fans excited, even though it is too late for her to enter the singles or women's doubles draws. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WeFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Quartz, St. Vincent Limited.
Jump in the line this carnival season with Quartz Ready Cash. Get a loan of up to $20,000 to help you get ready for the road. Plus, with any loan of $5,000 or more, we will pay your first installment. Also, you pay zero deposit and you get cash in hand in as little as 24 hours. There's nothing to pay for 60 days and we have the most flexible payment terms. Don't miss the vibes this carnival. Call us at 456-1325 for more information or visit www.readyfinancecaribbean.com. Conditions apply. Quartz Ready Cash. Ready when you are.
The flavor nice. It's locally made.